welcome to the live. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening. Today we're hanging out in the Cozy Cave virtual background because my heart needed some cozy support. Hello, welcome. Who's here? Say hi. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you. How are you? Happy Wednesday or Thursday if you're a friend from the future, as I like to call our friends down under. Bit of a lazy day for me today. I have been working, but also kind of nurturing my heart a bit today. Hello, welcome. It's funny how slowly the pictures come in sometimes. Feel free to say hi, where you're coming from. If it's your first time, if it's your returning time, how you're feeling today. Hello, Nina. Perfectly timed to be today. Oh, that's wonderful. I'd like to hear that. Energy has been intense. Think I'm open for loving guidance. Yeah, I think I am too, my friend. Absolutely. I've definitely been feeling the energy's intense too. It's been intense for me, kind of waves since the solar eclipse earlier this month. But also this Mercury retrograde has been mentally kicking my butt, and that ends tomorrow morning. Yay. I don't know if anyone's into astrology or follows Jackie Mancuso, but I am looking forward to having the mind, because Mercury is the planet of the mind and communication. And it's been visually or perceptually going backwards. So my mind has had some struggles the last few weeks. Absolutely synced. Yep, me too. Who else is here? Say hello. Anyone new? Hello, Carrie. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Been so drained and sluggish and mind's warped, almost can't think straight. You know what? I kind of have felt the same way the last few days. Well, I mean, yes, it can be Mercury retrograde. Um, it's not necessarily a bad thing, though. Um, but it just means that you are, what does it mean? Well, it means that you are in tune with your own energy. And yes, the planets could be contributing to that, but also life contributes to that. I'm going through personally, I'm going through some very challenging things. If you're new here, if you haven't heard me share before, for the last 12 years, I've lived with an elderly lady. She's 84 now, and in February 1st, she got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So she is going through the dying process, and I get to go through that with her. I have never lived with someone who is dying, so I've actually helped usher a number of people through their passing in the and before, but I've never lived with somebody, so it's hard sometimes. So life can contribute to our energy, but I do believe that when Mercury is retrograde, my mind, I should say, definitely slows down. And I'm not an astrologer, but I've been looking at astrology for over 30 years, and I do follow some astrologers on Insight Timer and out in the world. Um, but I'm sensitive to energy, right? Well, I do energy work, which is why we're here today. But I'm sensitive to the energy, and so when Mercury goes backwards, I always feel like my mind is sluggish. It's harder to think clearly. And so what I do is I tend to do a lot of things that start with the re. So I rewrite, I revisit, I review, I relax, I retreat, I re-engage with certain things. So it's all about looking at and reconsidering stuff. And then when Mercury moves forward, I usually feel sort of a lift of that, and like my mind can think clearly, think more like forward about like how I'm where I'm going forward. So I don't know if that helps or makes any sense, Carrie. Hi, Pamela. An astrologer suggested retrograde is an opportunity to redo, reconsider. Yes, anything that starts with re is great during retrogrades. And in particular, during Mercury retrograde, anything to do with communication or thinking. So rethinking, revisiting, reviewing, rewriting. I've been rewriting all the copy on my various social platforms. I redid my title. I created out of new a what I do line. There was a lot of good creative energy. Yeah, Carrie labeled it. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you, my dear friend. How you been feeling since our private session last week? Thank you, Nina. I appreciate. Yeah, it is a tender time, but mine is the path of the heart, and that's part of the purpose of my being on Insight Timers, to guide people on the path to their heart. And it's been my life experience that I am supposed to experience, not supposed to. Let me put it differently. How do I put it better than that? Well, I have recently learned that all of my life experience has been collected in my heart, so to speak. I hold it in my heart so that I can have compassion and relate to other people and help them transmute their stuff. And hopefully be a guiding light and inspiration for that. What else are you guys saying? Yeah, it is intense, Carrie. I agree. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for saying that. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Hi, Rhonda. Things are pretty good. She says, using my strategy, asking for feelings. Very good. Yes. Asking for our feelings. Now, this is something that I talk about a lot. Maybe you guys have never heard that. We're going to get into doing well, we are in the live stream, but if anyone's new, hi, Jenny. Great to see you, my dear friend. Hello, Linda. You too. You too. Good to see you. So anyone who's new to me, my name is Greg Phillips. I live in Rochester, New York right now, but I will need to move once my friend dies, and I'm working on that. But what I do is I use love and I use sacred energy to show people that they can free themselves from their thinking, tap into their inner wisdom, and live from their heart. And I think there might be another component. I have a great quote for you guys today. I will share that in a bit. But what we do here in the lives and Love and Guidance Live is uh, uh, once there's a few more folks, we start off with a guided meditation to tap into our intuition so that you can allow your intuition to inform you of whatever question, topic, or intention you might be seeking guidance around today. And then I tap into the group's energy. I use I use chakras to do that. I do that for individuals as well, but as a group, this is going to be a group-wide reading. As a group, I tap into the mind chakra, or the third eye for the group, the heart chakra, and then the what I call the belly area, which sort of in general taps into the bottom three chakras, a lot of solar plexus and a lot of root as well. And then we either end up going on this amazing shamanic energy journey to and learn something, or I channel a message for us. And then after that, we chit chat, and I might even pull an oracle card today. I have an oracle deck that my dear friend Jackie Mancuso, called the Golden Future. I want to get another one, but I kind of vibrated with this because of the chakras and all the beautiful colors. So I might pull an oracle card towards the end. So anyways, Rhonda and I met last week, and there's this beautiful tool that I learned years ago. And Rhonda, thank you for the reminder, because I think I could have used it today and I forgot about it. But it's about asking for the feelings. So whenever we want anything in life, this is something that I was taught about 15, 20 years ago. It's always because it's not the thing that we're wanting. So if we're wanting to move, or if we're wanting a relationship, or if we're wanting a new job, it's never the actual thing. It's never the goal or the objective. What we're really wanting in our hearts is the way we think we'll feel when we get that thing. And so this is super important, because In most areas of life, the we're taught backwards of how the energy actually works. So what we're taught, usually by our family, friends, schooling, whatever, by culture, is that you have to get the thing to feel the way you want to feel. But that's not how the energy works. The energy works from the inside out. You have to be able to recognize the feeling and foster the feeling in order to get the thing that you want. And so when you start to write down and begin to say, like, what are you wanting to feel? So, for example, with my move, I am wanting to feel at home. I'm wanting to feel grounded. I'm wanting to feel connected to the place and the people. I'm wanting to feel invigorated. I'm wanting to feel inspired by my environment. I'm wanting to feel um, free, and I'm wanting to feel what's that cozy, yeah, and comfortable, like just that you can just really work with the different feelings. In terms of my business, I'm wanting to feel fulfilled. I'm wanting to feel um that sense of meaningful work. I'm wanting to feel that I'm following my calling and meeting my purpose. I'm wanting to feel helpful. I'm wanting to feel love. I'm wanting to feel supported. I'm wanting to feel prosperous and provisioned. You can just work with any feelings regarding a particular goal that you're wanting. And what this does is two main things, really. It helps practice living from the heart, right? Instead of living from the mind. When we think about our goals and objectives and ambitions, a lot of times it's from the mind. And in myself, I make a distinction between having goals and having dreams. So for me, a goal is just a thought. It's not much different than writing something on a to-do list. I'm gonna write such and such today, or I'm gonna make this video, or I'm gonna make a recording, or I'm gonna go call my friend. But a dream is energetic to me. A dream is something about who I am as a person and wanting to incorporate that into my life experience. So to me, a dream is much bigger and it's energy related. So asking for the feelings helps us live from our heart more, but it also helps us get in the right vibration for our dreams to become manifest. Hey, Sarah, welcome. Oh, I'm so glad to have new people here. Anyone else new today? Raise your hand, say hi if you want. Nina says, your energy work will be helpful. I just walked my dad to the other side. Oh, wow, Nina. Both my folks have passed, or as Abraham Hicks likes to say, croaked. Nina says, music, pictures, memories, stories, fear. Yeah, mainly hold space and listen. Cold washcloth to the forehead, lots of hand holding and hugging, saying, I love you, and it's safe for you to transition. Yeah, sometimes the people who are dying need to know that it's okay with us for them to make their passing. Yeah, I love that, Nina. Also ask them to stay with you. Yeah, my mama's with me for sure. So is my daddy. Those were some of the things that felt good. Really dislike how we treat that special time. Yeah, I agree, Carrie. Wow, Nina. Rhonda, I also started to feel those things at times I didn't expect. Yes, Rhonda. I felt free driving down the road with the windows rolled down. Oh, yeah, super cool. And that is the other thing. When we begin to ask the universe for the feelings, so there's three main parts: living from our heart, asking for the feelings helps us begin to recognize that we can feel that way we want right now, right? It's sort of it throws off those blinders that we can often have, right? It sort of expands our thinking and perceptions, and then we start to recognize, like Rhonda did there, feeling free driving down the road with the windows open, recognizing that feeling, engaging more with our heart. And then the most amazing thing about asking the universe just for the feelings is that it gives the universe an opportunity to knock our socks off. Like, because when we're asking for specifics, my friends, the universe might deliver that, but what if the universe, like, knew what you really wanted in your heart, not those specifics, but knew that you really wanted something amazing? When we're only asking for the specifics, that's all it's going to give. But when we ask for the feelings, then the universe can just fulfill it to the nth degree and knock our socks off. And I love that. Rhonda, thank you for the reminder and allowing me to again remember that and share that with everybody else. Hey, Violet, good to see you. I had so much fun. Sorry I couldn't stay in your live yesterday. Violet had this beautiful live yesterday with her friend Kathy. or last night. I really needed that, Violet. Thank you so much for that. Rhonda said it out loud. Oh my gosh, this is free. Yeah. Rhonda, I love that for you. That is so awesome. Yeah, you're welcome, Violet. I really enjoyed the live, even though I was sort of doing some things at the same time, but it was just nice to be in your guys' energy. Artie, feeling versus specific. That's helpful to think on. You are most welcome, Artie. And here's the reason why. The specifics limit the frequency of what's available to us. They limit our perspective. So, for example, let's say that you are in a difficult relationship or just had a breakup. And in your mind, for whatever reason, fear, insecurity, loneliness, whatever, in your mind, you're viewing the person that you, let's say it was a breakup, you're viewing the person you just broke up with as the only source of love in your life. That's a myth, because the love is what we feel inside, has nothing to do with the other person. They're just a catalyst. But what's really going on when we have a breakup is that we're feeling into a deeper desire. We are expanding our dream, basically, or we're expanding our desires around relationship. And yes, we're missing that individual person, but it's not about that individual person. What it's about is we suddenly realize that wasn't fulfilling, or I didn't feel the kind of love inside myself that I wanted to feel, or I didn't feel the connection to the degree that I wanted, or at all, right? And so then the minute we recognize that that person wasn't working for us, that relationship with that person wasn't working for us, we're asking the universe for something more, right? But when we focus on that person as being the one, the universe is kind of like, well, wait, you're telling you're sending off a desire saying you're wanting more than that person, but you're so focused on that person. What happens is we can't see the opportunities available to us to actually fulfill the greater dream, to fulfill the greater desires. But with the feelings, we're just saying to the universe, thank you for that experience with that person, but now I'm looking for XYZ, and I'm wanting to feel the love. I'm wanting to feel connected. I'm wanting to feel that, what's the word? I'm wanting to feel compatible, or whatever it is you're wanting to feel from relationship. I hope that's a good example for you guys. Violet, so happy to hear that. Just noticed, Carrie says it is 24/4/24. Get out. Oh my God. Well, I guess you must be not in the US. Yeah. Although I think it might be a palindrome. 424. Yes, it's 42424 or 24. Wait, or 24/4/24. Oh, that's very cool. It's 42424 here. Yeah. You're in the UK. I thought so, Carrie. Oh, wow. Really cool. So I had no idea this was going to happen. 42424. There we are. That's what we have today. Yes, I think you're right, Violet. Hi, Freya. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Freya. Yeah, I kind of feel like I sort of rushed through that. Relationships are more complicated when dealing with the asking for the feelings. But it is there's a lot more I could well, maybe I will say. There's a lot more I could say about that. So I'll just say this, because this is like knocking on my door saying asking to be said. So it's a common human tendency, shall we say, to view anything related to love or God as being outside of ourselves. And so when the thing or person that we associate with the feeling exits from our experience, we feel that loss, right? Sometimes. Sometimes we feel the anger because we kicked them out or whatever, but we feel how we feel with the departure of that, right? And this is true for people who are dying too. So really, this is true for a lot of things, right? But when we've made that person our focus, which in a lot of ways is giving our power away. So anyone who's ever been codependent, I was when I was younger, I'm not anymore, thank God. But when anyone's been codependent, they're giving their power to everybody else, right? When we associate the person or thing with being the source of our love, we're missing out on a couple key truths. The first is that feeling of love is what happened inside of us. Yes, it's associated with, it's sort of connected to that person's presence in a way, but it's not about the other person. It's about our experience of them, right? And that experience is our energy. And it just so happens that that person's presence before the breakup or before the death, right? Even after the death and maybe even after the breakup, catalyzed us to raise our vibration so that that's why we felt better, because we were in a state of feeling love. What's cool about that beyond this feeling is that love has aspects love has aspects that go beyond the feeling. They have characteristics that are just bigger than the feeling. So when you start to internalize the feeling of love and own it, really, which is similar to owning your power, right? You realize that the lack of presence of any particular person or in general people does not detract from what your capability to love, much less how much love you can feel. And so you begin to allow love to move through you like a force, right? Now, I believe that there's even a higher level of awareness of love, and that is love as a field where we actually can just be love. Where we feel so connected with love that just everything is love. And this is my hope for the planet, that we get to that some point. And I know a lot of spiritual leaders and thought leaders and whatnot are speaking about this even currently. But like, that's where I hope to go, is to be one with the field of love, to the energetic field of love, so that I am actually not just feeling love and not just channeling love, which is what I do now, but I actually am experiencing oneness with it. That to me, uh, that to me is pretty exciting. Oh, speaking of which, and before we get into the loving guidance, which we have right now, actually, before we get into the meditation or anything else that comes up, I have a great quote for you guys. Does anyone have any questions of you want a clarification on anything I've said so far? And welcome. Hi, if you're new, 64 people here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're feeling like you enjoy my energy and the guidance that comes through in this session throughout the entirety of it, please feel free to follow me on Insight Timer. You can also follow me on my socials. You would go to my About tab in the Insight Timer profile, which is all the way over on the right, and scroll all the way down. And at the bottom is my link to everything that I do, my socials, my YouTube videos, which, by the way, I record all these and put them on my YouTube. So if you ever need reminders or a refresher or just want to watch the replay, they're available for you. Oh, thanks, Carrie. Carrie thinks I'm great and love my vibes. I appreciate that. I'm always open to any questions for clarification, because sometimes things just sort of like come through and I'm channeling, or I'm just stream of consciousness thinking and sharing. And then I suddenly stop and I realize I'm not sure what I just said. So somebody might have a question. Hey, Gary, good to see you, my friend. All right. So I heard this amazing quote last night, and I really want to share it with you guys before I go any further, because it's totally on topic with love. Um, so there's somebody new I follow on YouTube, not new, but I'm newly following this guy named Emilio Ortiz. If you like to watch podcasts, typing his name in. If you like to watch podcasts, and if you like to watch podcasts about spiritual thought, energy, astrology, anything, this guy interviews spiritual thought leaders. And he was interviewing, just a couple days ago, he was interviewing Dr. Sue Morter, who is apparently a leading expert in energy. I'm going to have to study her because I loved what she was saying. So I was watching the video of that yesterday, and he shared a quote from her that I don't know when she shared it, but it was a quote from her. And she said, "When we don't have the idea that our personal power and our ability to love are supposed to be connected, And when we don't have that as a working, walking reality, we think we either have to be loving or powerful and not both. Just take that in for a minute. This concept is huge because what it's saying is that it's possible for us to be living from love and in our power. It's not an either or, it's an and. It's something I learned many, many years ago, about 30 years ago, was the power of the ands. And often the mind is working its little tricks in when we're running the show from the mind and trying to live from thinking things through all the time. The mind often is like, oh, well, it's either this or that. I can't have this and that, or I can't do this and that. Well, wait a minute. There's a wisdom and a beauty in the and. So what Dr. Sue is saying is you can be loving and you can be powerful. I mean, that's akin to you can be a spiritual thought leader, or you can be an astrologer, or you can be a life coach, or you can be a whatever, and you can be successful. Or you can be in a relationship and feel love and not give your power away. And not or, right? If you're the type of person, if you've had the life experience where you have been through something, a job, a relationship, a living situation or whatever, and you have felt or thought, really is what it is, if you have thought that you can't be loving and be powerful, right? If you've given your power away through whatever means, right? We now have this notion, right? Thanks to Dr. Sue Morter, that you can experience both, and that's inside you. That's not outside you. Yeah, Kiana, I knew you'd resonate with that. So yeah, mull on that, my friends, while we get ready to seek some more guidance from whatever comes through today. I didn't know that either, Sarah. Yeah. So what's also fascinated me about this is two things. Well, one thing really, two things of the one thing. The way that Dr. Sue Morter was talking about this was she was talking about the heart chakra, and she was talking about the solar plexus, which is the third chakra. So the heart chakra, its blessing or its energy is that of love. And the solar plexus, the third chakra, its energy is power, confidence, strength, courage, but pretty much power sums it up, right? And last week I was watching some more of Emilio's podcast. I really love him. He was a great energy. Young guy who's really, really, really had a spiritual awakening and is seeking. He's like such a deep seeker, and he wants to learn from all these people that he interviews, and he's a great interviewer. But anyways, I forget who it was, but somebody was talking about the solar plexus. So the solar plexus, the third chakra, has the sort of the dimension or density of what we live in day to day. It is it's connected to the earth basically. And how do they describe it? It's really about our growth spiritually is about rising up from the third chakra, from this point of power, up into the heart chakra, into love, which is a wider field. There's a lot. I'm not remembering everything that they talked about, but I just found it was fascinating that Dr. Sue was making a connection inside of us, saying this is possible between the power of the solar plexus and the heart chakra itself, the love of the heart chakra, right? And so this is so fascinating to me. I'm going to actually be diving into this more and hopefully have more info for you guys in the future. Sarah says, I gave mine away when I was married. Yeah, it's quite common to give our power away to other people, places, and things, Sarah. Yeah, and Kiana did too. I got it back now, Sarah says. I won't let go of it again. Yeah. So something fascinating that related to that, Sarah. Um, I had an insight about a month ago when I was the details don't matter, but it was related to sort of relationships and dating. And I just had this sudden aha that I was seeing and realizing a certain behavior and way of thinking that I had in which I gave my power away. And I was, when it came to dating and relationships, and it wasn't like a complete give, but it was enough for me to feel uncentered, right? When considering a dating prospect. And what I realized was I would give my power away, and then I was dependent on whether they said yes to me, basically, is what it amounted to. And what I realized was that if I what I was like asking myself, what would it feel like and look like if I kept my personal power and didn't give it away because I was attracted to the person, which is what was going on. And that's when I thought, wait a minute. If I retain the right to discern what works for me and doesn't, then I will maintain my power. Yes, they're gorgeous. I'm attracted to them. There's a connection, there's commonalities, whatever. But I'm the one who decides. Greg, me, I'm the one who decides what works and what doesn't work for me. I'm the one who decides whether I want to be in relationship with someone. I'm the one who decides whether I want to take a job. I'm the one who decides whether to answer my life's purpose. I'm the one who decides. So I am in charge of that decision, and that ability to discern that, and that for me is like sifting and sorting through various options and factors and variables, but retaining the right to make that decision. That to me feels more powerful than letting the other person dictate whether we end up in relationship, for example. So that's the way I learned about it, is through the notion of discernment and retaining the right to decide. It makes me it makes me kind of the authority on what gets to happen in my life. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, Violet just looked up Emilio. Cool. Yeah, check him out. He's got a great one I've been watching with oh no, I just watched that last night with a Vedic astrologer. She's amazing. Joni Patri, super, super cool gal. Just I'm just sitting here sharing a bunch of stuff today. We haven't even gotten into the main bulk, but I'm actually having fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let's see what else you're saying. Carrie, how do you know if you're giving it away? Well, for me, it's quite simple. Now, this is for me, Carrie. You might have another way of determining this, but I have a rich emotional life, and in human design, my authority is emotional, right? And so I I make my decisions. Authority in human design means the way in which we make decisions. So I make decisions based on how I feel, okay? And sometimes I have to sleep on it overnight, and sometimes I don't. But vibrationally, separate from human design or any other system, vibrationally, how you feel, Carrie, is going to determine whether you're have given your power away or not. So if you feel good in connection with that other person, if you feel enlivened, if you feel like you're inside of yourself and you're dependent only on how you feel and what you're deciding and what you're thinking, then your power is within you. But if you are finding that you are, what's the word? Oh, if you're deferring things to them, if you're deferring to their judgment, if you're deferring to how they feel, if you are basing your happiness and well-being on what they say, do, or feel, then you've given your power away. Does that make sense, Carrie? And Kiana's actually saying it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even read that far. Thanks, Kiana. How does it make it feel you inside when your partner says or does something that you don't agree with, but you don't say anything? Yeah, that's a great example, Kiana. How do you feel when they walk in the house? Are you anxious or peaceful? Great examples, Kiana. Sarah, exactly. If I hadn't given it away, we wouldn't have been together, oddly enough. The minute I took my power back, I left him. I love that for you, Sarah. It it's basically about autonomy and having self-authority is really what it comes down to. And It's funny because in life, a lot of times we're looking outside of ourselves for approval. We're looking outside of ourselves. I know a lot of people who love to get certificates, and that's great. But some people will go after certificate, and they won't realize that life and their own self can grant them the authority to do something if they say so. I realize that that is a difficult step to make, and there are some fields in which you really can't do anything without a certificate. But I sort of faced that when I was considering my gift and whether I would actually create a business around it. I had a lot of questions and fears about whether I needed to have somebody else, like, basically put that stamp of approval and authority on me. And that's when I realized life was my authority. The life that I have lived has given me that authorization, so to speak. Let's see what else she's saying. Violet says I still have to message me about backgrounds. Yeah, I love them too. I'm happy to help you with that, Violet. Violet, you're an emotional in HD too. Very cool. Sacral Authority, Kiana. Oh, Sacral Authority. Wow. You're not a projector, Kiana. You're a, I don't know what you'd be. Kiana says their energy matters more than your own, and you carry it. Yeah, yeah. You're welcome, Sarah. Very, very cool. You're a generator. Oh, okay, cool. I'm a projector. I'm here to help generators and manifesting generators figure out how to use their energy. Yes. Projector 2, Violet. Oh, no wonder we like each other. 2-4, I'm a 1-3. Oh, my friends, we're just talking about anything today. This is fun. This is great. I was I was really feeling off-centered for most of today. It's been a challenging week, the beginning of the week, but I love coming here with all you guys and remembering what's important to me and being of service to you guys, and that always gets me out of myself. So I love that. Sarah has no idea what you are. Sarah, you are love. You are a beautiful spiritual being living a human experience. But if you want to know your human design, just look up free human design body graph or free human design chart, and you will find out what your energy type is. This is not a personality thing. Human design is about our energy and how to work with it with our life experiences. It also helps teach you your strategy for fulfilling your life, for feeling the most fulfilled, as well as your decision making process and how you process information. It's quite fascinating. I continue to study it. Yes. Wait, Jenny, you're a 1-3 as well? Oh my God, no wonder I feel like we're soul twins. That's cool. Yes, Sarah, please have a look. Anyways, let's do this. All right, my friends. Time for meditation. Unless you have any questions you need clarification about anything I've shared. I know it's been a lot, but let's see what's available to us today. So just close your eyes and settle in if you can. I know some people are in the middle of working. You can't close your eyes. That's fine. Take a moment to just lay your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly and just feel into the connection that your hands are making with those spots on your body. Let your breathing be comfortable and however you wish. It could be deep or shallow. Just make sure it's relaxed and comfortable. And continue to feel into where your hands are touching your body. Dear universe, please bolster our strength with your divine courage and power. Help us to know and remember that we are powerful, not in the conventional earthly wisdom sense, but in the sense that we are energy that we are always connected to you, and that you are limitless and we are as well. Bolster our solar plexus so that we can feel that power. Help us to cut cords if we need to take our power back from someone or something. And help us to remember to ask you for that powerful support. And dear universe, please fill our hearts with your divine love, that we may increase our ability to love ourselves and other people, increase our capacity to feel our emotions, good, bad, or indifferent, and that we can have more compassion for ourselves and other people. My friends, as you request these and invoke these gifts from the universe, picture yourself on a beautiful hill overlooking the flowing river, with the sun shining bright in the sky. It's a beautiful day where you're standing. Color of the sky is the most clear blue you've ever seen. Water in the river is a deep, rolling blue with foamy bits floating around as the water rolls by. The hill is covered with beautiful green grass and bright, colorful, vibrant flowers. And do you feel alive and at peace in this location? You feel connected to whatever you consider the divine, be that universe, source, spirit, God, Gaia, whatever you define it as. You feel the solidity of the hill beneath you and the fluidity of the water in the river, the warmth and the fire of the sun, and the soothing nature of the wind gently blowing by you. And as you drop into connection with these four elements, a beautiful little bird lands gently on your right shoulder, singing its beautiful song. And as you tune into their song, the chirping shifts from beautiful notes into beautiful words. And your intuition has the question or topic or intention that you're wanting guidance over. Just listen to the bird. Allow this question or topic or intention to bubble up inside you as you listen to this bird talking in your ear. Whatever that question is, hold it in your heart, my friends. Hold it with you in this beautiful space of the four elements. And if no question or topic comes up, it doesn't mean your intuition is broken. It just means you are open to general guidance. So just keep an open heart and an open mind. And stay focused. If you have the question or topic, stay focused on that while I scan the group's energy or receive a message for us. Hmm. There is a drum. I don't know the names of different drums in a drum kit, but it's the one there's a drum in our solar plexus. So that must have been both a good talk and a good quick meditation, but there is a drum beating in our solar plexus, my friends. It's the big drum that has the foot pedal in the drum kit. I don't know which one that is called. It has the energy has a very staccato nature. Boom, 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 boom. It's almost like a heartbeat as well. It is our power throbbing and pulsing in our solar plexus. And that beat is holding steady. Hmm. And now I'm hearing a flute. Hmm. A very lyrical song coming out of the flute. Hmm. This feels like heart energy. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. How appropriate. Air is associated with the heart chakra, and the flute is a quote unquote wind instrument, isn't it? Any musicians on who know? I think it's a wind instrument. This song is very sweet. The drum is steady, holding the beat and the rhythm, and the flute is playing the melody. And it is one of release, one of freedom. It's kind of like the birds' song. Hmm, beautiful. Let me check elsewhere. My friends, picture the drum, whatever name this drum has, right in your solar plexus. Feel or see or hear it beating. Boom, 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 boom. It is holding the line, holding the power, holding the bass, holding the rhythm. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Feel the solidity of that as it is calling you to open your sacral center. And just be the observer and the witness as you listen to the beat of this drum, my friends. It's almost like a calling to come home to yourself, a calling to, yes, to come to center through whatever means possible. So important to come back to ourselves, to come back to our center, come back to our grounding, come back to our source of power. We and the divine together are our true source of power. Other people are not. Other situations, people, places, and things, they may be powerful, they may inspire, they may catalyze, but they are not the source of our power. That lies within. As you feel this drumbeat, feel your power, my friends. Whatever your topic or question is, feel what's powerful inside of you as relates to this question. Your boss does not dictate the outcome of your life. Your partner or love interest is not in charge of what you like or dislike. Your family doesn't dictate who you are. You do. Your thoughts don't even determine who you are. Your very beingness is who you are. My friends, we do need this connection to our own personal power, because until we own it, until we have it, until we feel it, until we get it back, we cannot grow and ascend to the next level. So it starts with our personal power, and it advances into love, the song of the flute in our heart. When you combine the song of this flute in our heart, or this song of the bird, which, by the way, is an amazing book from Anthony DeMello, which started my spiritual journey. But when we combine this song of the flute in our heart with the beat of the drum, we then begin to have music, a song. Because the beat of the drum alone does not make a song. It is comprised of different elements, just like we are. When we love without owning our power, we can become dependent on another. When we become dependent on circumstances and scenarios outside of ourselves, we are always looking for love outside of ourselves. But when we feel our power, the drum beat, and connect with that being us, being inside us, part of who we are, then when we go to love, we can be of service. We can hmm, we can experience true intimacy instead of dependency. We can say yes to life. The mind will distract us, my friends. The mind will seek out evidence of assurances and guarantees. And that's okay. But that's not who we are either. Hmm. If the mind is running the show, my friends, we know this by how we feel. We know this if we feel badly, if we feel negative emotions, if we are uncentered, if we are feeling powerless or lost or insecure, scared, sad. But this isn't a bad thing, my friends, for the mind is powerful. But when we recognize the way that the mind is making us feel, we can make adjustments. We can try on a new thought like we're trying on a new pair of shoes. This one doesn't fit quite right in the width. This one is too roomy in the toe. This one fits good, but I do not like the feel of the material. This one looks so cool, but it's really expensive. You can just keep trying on different thoughts until ones begin to make you feel better, until ones begin to quote unquote fit with what you're looking for. And we recognize that, similar to what we were discussing earlier, by the way we feel. Hmm. The drum is gone, and so is the flute, but I feel like we're back on that hill that we started on. Pull up a chair or a comfortable cushion, my friends, and just sit on this hill. Sit on this hill from this new place that we have just journeyed to, this new place that we have tapped into energetically, this place of owning our power and filling our heart. And just watch the scene unfold from this hill as the sun approaches setting, as it approaches dusk. Watch as the colors fill the sky, the different hues of sunset, as the shadows get longer and the colors echo across the landscape. We are perfectly grounded and supported by the hill. The breeze nourishes and soothes us as it floats by. And the river reminds us that everything is in motion. And as the sun sets further, a sweet chill settles in the air. And the bird comes back to rest on your left shoulder this time. No song, but a voice. And you can feel it leaning closer to your left ear. And with great love and wisdom, it shares a very important message with you. Listen deeply to the bird's words and take them to heart, my friend. For just as much as the bird was your intuition with the question, it is also your intuition with the answer. And it may not make sense to you right now, but trust that the answer will come. If you did not get an answer today, it doesn't mean anything about you is broken. It just means that the answer is requiring further unfolding. It is flowing, though. It is flowing to you. From this place of having journeyed energetically, my friends, I am going to read Dr. Seuss' quote again, so perhaps it will sink in a new way. When we don't have the idea that our personal power and our ability to love are supposed to be connected, and when we don't have that as a walking, working reality, we think we have to either be loving or powerful instead of both. Beautiful journey today, my friends. And as the sun finishes setting on this beautiful hill we've been sitting on, begin to slowly come back to the here and now, come back to your body. Become aware of how it's touching the chair or surfaces that you're connected to. Stretch your arms, wiggle your hands, shake out your head or shoulders. Mm. Mm. And slowly and gently open your eyes as you come back to this moment. Come back to the now. And just take a moment to bask in that beautiful feeling. Hey, Fabiola. Oh, you're a generator. Sacral authority. Yes, generators are defined sacrals. And Fabiola's one of them. Yes. Yes, but bass drum. Okay, thank you, Nina and Linda. Yes, and flute is wind. Very cool. Sarah says, I missed a bit of what you were saying as my son came in the room. Can I ask a question about what came to you? Yes, Sarah, what would you like to ask about what came to me? Or are you just asking me to say it again? Carrie, hi. Yes, projector means many things. I recommend Vanessa Naja, who's a teacher here on Insight Timer and a total sweetheart. She has a wonderful podcast as tracks on Insight Timer, and she talks about human design. There's like 38 episodes. So check out the one about your type projector. You're welcome, Carrie. I have learned so much from just casually and more formally, a little bit more formally studying human design. And I've learned a lot from Vanessa. Her tracks are very approachable and easy to understand. It's her mission to help people live in alignment. All right, let's see. Sarah is saying, I'll tell you a little bit more about projector after I answer Sarah's question. Could the drum be a different type and the wind instrument be a different type? Yes, Sarah. So this is a very good question. When we go on energetic journeys on my lives or even in privates that I do, it is totally open to your interpretation. And that is so important to allow that to flow. Why? Because this is about what's meaningful for you. So, for example, my dear friend Joanne, once when I was instructing on the journey or inspired on the journey to have us materialize a chair to sit in. It was kind of it was a root chakra and connecting to the earth element journey. And as I was describing the chair that I was summoning forth, I found out later when we were done that what Joanne saw was this beautiful red embroidered cushion. And so her energy, her intuition formed the object in the way that was best for her. So if you saw something other than a drum or something other than a flute, if you aren't a visual type person and you only could feel the energy of the beat or feel the lyrical lightness of the flute, that is fine as well, right? But it could have been a completely different instrument. You might like the clarinet or the oboe better than a flute, right? Or could have been a piccolo, or what's the other little recorder. So it really could be anything. And that's the beauty of working with the energy, as long as you are doing your best to stay present with it. It's not always easy to stay present, right? So people come in the room, sounds go off, and that's fine. That's part of the natural unfolding. But yes, Sarah, wonderful question. Wonderful question, Sarah. Does that make sense? A military drum and a trumpet. Wonderful. And see, that's a beautiful example, Sarah. And I really thank you for asking that, because this is really never feel afraid to ask questions, friends. Okay. Any question or for clarification about what happens here, because you never know when you're also when you're representing and holding the energy of that question for somebody else in the group who may also have that question or a similar one. So Sarah, kudos to you and thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I firmly believe that the imagery or the feelings that come through can can often be significant to the question or the topic that we were having that we're seeking guidance over. So, oh, Sarah, was your question or your guidance topic about your dad who passed? Oh my God. Oh, I love this for you. Yeah, how amazing, Sarah. So there's your signs. Yeah, it was. Is he okay? Of course he's okay. He's with Source. He's with all that is, the great, beautiful love that is everywhere. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yep, they pay the trumpet, don't they? What is it taps? No, what is it? There's a song that they play when somebody gets buried who's in military. Let me see what else is being said. Rhonda, this was interesting. I went for a walk on campus today and a bird was following me. Oh, he kept flying to the next lamppost. I asked him if he was trying to tell me something. That bird came into the meditation. Nice. See, so Sarah, there you go. Another example of how when we look at that, Rhonda, you are totally letting your intuition fly. I love this for you. Just another great example of letting the energy unfold through the journey in the way that it needs to personally for you. I never any my friends, any guidance I ever offer, any wisdom, any insights, any messages, I am not attached to being right or wrong. I don't care about being right or wrong. I care about love and being of service to you. So if something comes through in its own unique way for you, amen. Because I want all of us to be in our own uniqueness and our own authenticity and our own power and love, right? So very, very cool, you guys. I love that. Anyone else want to share? Please feel free. I love hearing about your journeys or what you learned, what your question was, and whether you got the answer. Sometimes people get the exact answer or they get an answer to, it's not an exact answer, but sometimes people get an answer to the exact question that they asked. And sometimes they just get an answer that they needed and didn't realize it. And sometimes they don't get an answer at all because, as I said earlier, that answer requires more unfolding, but it will come. Trust that it will come. Taps is what they play. Thank you, Carrie. Yes. You're welcome, Sarah. I appreciate you having asked that clarification question. Sarah says, I've been looking for a sign for such a long time. And guess what? There's the sign inside of you, my friend. There's the sign inside of you. That is so awesome. Rhonda says, the bird told me that I'm taking good care of myself. It sounds like you are, Rhonda. I love that. What a very supportive bird. Yay. Oh, super cool, my friends. I have to adjust. I'm getting warm from all the excitement. That was such a beautiful journey for me. We really went somewhere quite powerful, but also really, really soothing and supportive. I felt like we were in such a great space. Yeah. And by the way, while we're out of that now, I do invite you to follow me if you enjoyed this experience or you're just enjoying the energy or you're looking for more guidance down the road. Please do follow me on Insight Timer. I love building our community. We have a beautiful group on Insight Timer as well called the Circle of Love. You are more than welcome to join that if you want to sit and be with like-hearted folks. I will often share insights or experiences I'm having, and we talk with each other on occasion. It's not super active, but it's a nice space. And I do alert folks about new things coming up there. Also, if you enjoyed this and you are feeling called from your heart to offer an energetic exchange in the form of a financial donation, I really deeply appreciate it and welcome it. If you are in a situation financially challenging and you want to support me but don't have the money, just listen to one of my tracks and leave a review. We get paid every time we engage with you and reply to those reviews. So just different ways that you can support. If not, if you're a socials person, check my links out in my Insight Timer profile as well. I'm always happy to hear from people from Insight Timer out in the regular world through email or socials. Anywho, what else do we have For sharing wise. Oh, yep. Okay. Sarah says, I'm going to go onto your profile and donate after this so you get all of it. Actually, Sarah, just donate right now. Violet found out a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys were aware, but about a month ago, there was this issue where Insight Timer couldn't, Apple wouldn't allow Insight Timer to put the latest update patch, the software update to the app, into the store. And they had to comply. So they're taking they're taking 30% from wherever you donate it. Okay, whether it's here on the live or from my profile or at a track, any donation anywhere in the app. I'm not going to get into a discussion around that. But if you feel like donating now, just do it. I have alternatives if you don't want Apple to take the 30%. I mean, personally, I get 70%. That's better than zero. I love that. This is my business. This is what I do. So I appreciate it either way. But if, what's the word? But if, as a matter of principle, you don't want Apple to take 30% of your money to me, do go on to my link tree, which is in the about section of my profile. I have two means of donating through PayPal or through Stripe. And they just take a little transactional percentage off, so I don't lose anything there. But if you are really dead set on Apple not taking that money, I encourage you to go that route. But bottom line, whichever way you choose to donate in the live or wherever else, if you're feeling like that's is what you're calling to be do, if that's what you're inspired to do from your heart, I thank you, and I always thank and appreciate that so much. But I also love just having people follow. If we get 3 people follow today, I think I'm going to break 400, which is a milestone for me. So thank you for helping me break 400 if you've already followed. All right, back to the sharing because that's what's most important. What do you guys got? Fabiola, the answer resonates with my question. I know I can go on. Wow. Did you share your question, Fabiola? What was it? Yay, Greg. Yep, thanks, Carrie. That's right. I'm Yay, Greg. Yay, Greg 77. Those are my handles out in the social world. Sarah, thank you so much. Wow, I really appreciate that. Nice donation. Always means a lot to me. Anybody else? Is anyone did I've never asked this before. Was anyone struggling or feeling challenged with what occurred in the journey? I don't know why, but my intuition is suddenly saying I should ask for that. Do you need any support around what happened? I mean, I guess it depends on your experience there. And I think we might have time to pull a card unless people want to continue to share. Your question is still delicate, Fabiola. Yeah, I relate to that. I've had a number of delicate questions in my life too, things that touch my heart deeply or that I'm really sensitive to. So, yeah, Rhonda's sending love too. Fabiola, if you are open to any support, please let me know. I'm happy to support you either in this live or in another. But trust your inner wisdom, my friend. Look at how Sarah got an amazing sign through inside of herself with her inner wisdom after 3 years of wanting a sign about her deceased dad. Like, so amazing. It is there for you, my friend. Yeah. And we're here for you. We right here, right now, is a circle of love as well. So, very, very good. Very, very good. Does anyone else want to share, or shall I pull a card? Maybe that will provide some additional guidance for folks. You guys decide. Actually, it just told me card. Here we go. I want to get another deck because this one is cool, but I'm wanting something that feels more connected. This is the only one I have. And so we will play with this deck. This one is beautiful, and I do really love the heart on the front. Look at the heart. Oop. There we go. Look at that beautiful heart. Sorry about the autofocus and the virtual background. Violet, that's the one downside of virtual backgrounds is they do have a little trouble with other things in the foreground sometimes. Pulling a card, my friends. I'm still a little new to this, so just drop in and send your energy to this deck, as other people have said. Hold your intention or question, or just hold your heart open. No, not yet. There. Okay. Ooh, that one came loose. Thank you, Carrie. I love this one too. This is my favorite for cozy energy. I don't know if you can see it fully, so I'll take this off. I just love that. Like I could just picture curling up on that seat there with that blankie and those pillows and just looking out at this beautiful. I pictured that's what parts of New Zealand looks like on a rainy day. Just this beautiful fire and all the warmth of the stone surrounding me. So I love that. All right, let's see what we got. Oh wow. There are no coincidences. We got the music card. Oh, I just disappeared. Sorry. Look at that. Did anyone have a string instrument show up in the journey? Look at him. He's got like this amazing halo behind him, behind his head with some sort of even bigger circle around that. His whole, oh, sorry, it keeps doing that. His whole chest is lit up and he's playing beautiful music on a violin. Rhonda, what? Yes, start playing your own music, Fabiola, the music of your heart and personal power. All right, let's see what this actually, the words are here. Do, do, do. This card is called number 8, music. Ha 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 ha. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Holy smokes, my friends. If that's not what that whole journey was just about, wow. Okay. Now, hold on to your seat or whatever, buckle in or hold your britches, whatever, because now I'm going to read what the booklet says. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Look at that. Wow, that is amazing. And I love that. I don't even need to feel like I need to read the book. Bring yourself. Okay, so this is huge, guys. Think about this for a second. Bring, okay, so this is the actual sign in American Sign Language. Bring yourself into divine harmony. I don't know why I was just inspired to sign. Yes, I know sign language. So bring yourself. This isn't like hope for divine harmony. This isn't wait for divine harmony. This is powerful. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Work with your guides, work with spirit, work with source, connect with them. Go inside for the inner wisdom that truly comes from divine, right? Bring yourself into divine harmony. Wow. That is so cool. Thank you, Carrie, for typing it out. Is there a river behind him? Let me see. Oh my God, there is. Can you see it? Sorry about the visual. Oh, we just disappeared. Right there. There is a river flowing behind him. I love this card. I wish See, this is the one downside of Insight Timer. Other than lives, there's no way to share visual things. Like I would love to take a picture of this card and be able to share it with you guys because this is just, I mean, and unfortunately, my video. You know what? Let me see if this works. 1 second. 1 second while I go into Zoom and see if this will help us. Nope. Going back to the cozy cave. Yeah, see, this is why I'm trying to create a platform outside of Insight Timer so that the visual and the videos and things like that. Let me see. I can't turn the visual background off so that this looks better, guys, because there are personal photos behind me that are not mine, and I really don't want those on the video, so I apologize for that. I can't remove it. I can't expose my friends' family, basically. I'm sorry. I can't post the picture in the circle. Actually, this is as long as it's right in front of my head. Can you see it okay? There, that's much better. Oh, there we go. Got it. Yeah. Look how beautiful that is. Look at how peaceful and calm he is. He's like so in tune with the music. And there's music flowing over on the side over here. There's the river. And I'm wondering what that yellow circle is around his halo. I mean, he's like a music angel. And look how relaxed his clothes look. He's so comfortable. He's wearing jeans, just chilling out. Yeah, the flow of the universe, Carrie. I agree. You know, Rhonda, that's a good idea. I might start posting. I have to figure out how best to do that. I'm not good typing it into the on the app. So maybe I'll figure out a way to do that somehow. Hey, William, welcome. The Music Muse. I love that, Carrie. All right, let's find out what the book says. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait. Sorry, I'm getting all excited again. Look at the number 8. This is a year numerologically. 2024 is an 8 year, and 8 is the symbol of or the number for prosperity and abundance. Oh my God. I love this. All right, friends, let's see what the book says. Number 8, music. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Music will be popular and appreciated in the new golden age when the importance of sound and harmony is fully understood and they're utilized to benefit people. Ooh, sound healing. Groups will gather to perform or listen together. Music will bring much peace and enjoyment and be played for relaxation or to alter moods. I don't need that in the future. I'm already doing that when I meditate to music. The right vibrations will help children as well as adults to learn and absorb information and will be sounded for healing and for manifestation. Everyone will have the opportunity to play a musical instrument. These will be freely available for anyone to use and will be treated with care. If someone is attuned to one in particular, this will be accepted and respected. So it will be theirs to use for as long as they need it. Oh, attuned. That reminds me of like how in Harry Potter the wand chooses you. You don't choose the wand. Because everyone will feel at peace and contented, all music will be harmonious, reflecting the congruence of both listeners and players. Let's switch hands. In the golden future, music and harmonics will be a source of enjoyment, healing, and togetherness. I like the sound of that. Here's the guidance. Your guidance is to listen to some beautiful music and let it connect you to the silver light of Archangel Sandalphon, the Archangel of Music. I did not know there was an Archangel of Music, my friends, who works with the harmonics of creation. Ooh. He is attuned to the music of the spheres, the perfect harmonies created by the movement of the stars. Visualize yourself in Sandalphon's wondrous etheric retreat as the magical crystal cave at Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. Oh, he has a retreat there. Okay. Look out and have a sense of the vastness of the universe with the stars all emitting their divine notes. Ask Archangel Sandalphon to align you with your fifth dimensional blueprint so that you vibrate with the energy of the stars and the new golden age. The more you center yourself and relax, the more he can raise your frequency and bring you into divine harmony with the cosmos. That, as they say, is some good stuff. The more you center yourself and relax, the more he can raise your frequency and bring you into divine harmony with the cosmos. See, I do enjoy this deck, but the golden future stuff, it's nice to hear, but I want another deck where it's just guidance, not about some future vision. Although I do like hearing about what this envisions for the future. Anywho, that's our card, my friends. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Very, very cool. What are you guys saying? Age of Aquarius. Carrie says, yeah, aren't we in the Age of Aquarius or coming soon? I've never heard of Sandalphon. I'm gonna have to look him up. It sounds pretty cool. I wonder if he looks like the guy here. Fabiola says, I bought today a postcard with a bird on it, and my birth name is a bird. Awesome. Yes, Carrie, thank you for confirming that. My friends, I am complete. Are you? Do you need any clarification? Let's just bask for a moment. You're right, Carrie. We are all complete. All right, Rhonda, enjoy your class. Good to see you, my friend. All right, friends. Place your hands on your heart chakra. Just feel your connection with the divine right inside your heart, my friends. The harmony that is available to us at any time. All we need to do is ask. Bring yourself into divine harmony. How do we do that? We take back and retain our power, and we build love in our heart. I do believe that there will come a day when love rules all, when everybody on the planet can live from love, can love the planet, can love themselves and each other. When our leaders lead from love, not just from power and not from the mind. when we do not need or require anything outside of ourselves to validate our power or love. And my friends, every single one of us here today, 140 people right now, we are all proof that coming together in love for the purpose of love is 100% doable because it's happening right here and right now. If I can be of assistance to anybody outside of the lives, please feel free to reach out to me. I do private one-on-ones, and I am developing a group program as well. Otherwise, my friends, bring yourself into divine harmony. Thank you for bringing yourself to the live today. Thank you for your contribution energetically to the space that we went to and created today. Thank you just for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again, either at someone else's live or at the next one of mine. My next one will be Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I added two more. They're not approved, or they haven't been published yet. But I have another one on Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, New York time as well. And then a very special one I do every couple Sundays. I call it Spirit and Soul Sundays. That'll be 4 p.m. this coming Sunday. So we have an upcoming 3 lives in a row stretch of days. I hope that you enjoy them. Please come back and visit us for more loving guidance. Spirit and Soul Sundays are super cool, by the way. We go on a journey either to meet a spirit guide or to meet a lost soul fragment within ourselves. So if you've never experienced one of those, I invite you to come visit with us on Sunday at 4 p.m. for Spirit and Soul Sundays. Super powerful stuff. And thank you for being here so that I have folks to share my gift with and my wisdom and insights. It means a lot to me just to have you guys here. And let's all go out into the rest of our day with love and power. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you soon. I got to run and go have supper because my tummy is growling now. And I really appreciate you guys so deeply. You have no idea. All right. Much love and power and presence and relaxation and whatever you need in the moment. I will catch you later. Bye bye.